Hello the universe, this is Whovian Wizard and welcome back from the video. In today's video we're once again playing Minecraft Communities with yourself and I on this channel. Today in this video we're going to be carrying on building what we did in the last video. And I did almost say building something brand new. And that was the original plan. And then I looked at that from here and I was like, it looks like a really bad rip-off of the Seattle Space Needle. And I just really wanted to show you that. And then I was like, I guess we can do the leaves today if it means I get to show you the Seattle Space Needle in Minecraft. Just purely because I thought it looked quite funny. But today we are going to be finishing it off, and the big thing that we're going to do to finish that off is by adding the leaves, because obviously it's a tree house. It may not look like it right now, but it is in fact a tree house built inside a jungle tree. But the jungle tree I built by myself instead of just planting it, which is the obvious thing to do. But when have I ever done the obvious thing inside of this series? I always have to make it slightly more tricky for myself. But it was just because I liked the shape and size of the one that I did in my sketchbook world, just a mock-up for the actual one. And it was like, I know you can get really short trees and longer trees and like with different branches and stuff. And I had like a fairly, I had a standard one set in mind, and it was that one. So that's what we're doing here. And I haven't actually updated this map, but I don't know whether I showed you before, and I did actually update it with this. Oh yeah, I have updated this map. Sorry, I thought I hadn't, but apparently I have. But it was just this. It's huge. Like, I'm not sure whether I regret making it as big as it is, because it's kind of cool. But at the same time, like, it's certainly big. I think that my main issue with it is from the outside, it looks rubbish, to be honest. And not to put it bluntly, but yeah, it looks rubbish. I think I'm going to definitely add some kind of patterns to this, the corners. There's obviously the front and the back, both of their like little patterns going on with the colour schemes and stuff. But the sides are just big chiseled sandstone monstrosities. And they're the sides that you're like just as likely to see, especially from over here. So I think that's going to be something that I'm going to invest some time into in the future. But for now, we're not going to invest some time into that. We're actually going to invest some time into this. And there is a crafting table up there. So that's what we're going to go and use it to make some fences. And the fences are just going to be there for support to hold up the leafy canopy that we're going to be building. And this is the crafting table. You all know what a crafting table looks like. And we're going to go and make some fences. Where are the sticks? Here are the sticks. Then we're going to go and make some fences out of those blocks and sticks. I think we're going to need some more than that. Actually, maybe we're not. 3 times 4, 3 times 8, that's 24. Okay, yeah, we're going to have to make some more, but hey ho, there we go. So it's just on top of these all the jungle planks are going to be 3 blocks up of fences. And that's pretty much all you're going to have to do for fences. It's not going to be that well supported, I'm not going to lie. But hey ho, it looks like a tree, so that's all that really matters. It also kind of doubles the support for this, if you know what I mean. It's just like adding that little bit more realism, I guess. And this is not realistic, don't get me wrong. I don't think I've ever built something realistic in this community world. I think the closest that we've gotten is the crossbow and arrow. Maybe the town hall. Maybe the inky bucket. Actually, no, the inky bucket definitely isn't. It's just the name. Yeah, like nothing in the community world, especially not that and stuff. Maybe the statue shop. Maybe you can argue the statue shop looks like it could be a statue shop. Maybe you could argue that. Or maybe more like a garden centre, maybe. But a bit smaller. I think you could possibly argue that, but let's be fair. I have never built anything for realism in this series. That's not something that I do. We are going to be building something pretty soon, though, that's pretty realistic. I say pretty realistic because it's not realistic, but it's based on a real thing, maybe. Maybe that's all the hints that I'm going to give you. And speaking of hints, we're not going to speak any more of hints. And we're actually just going to go and start placing these leaves. So this is essentially, the leaves are going to be the same shape as this thing, as this little bottom bit here. And they're going to be multiple levels, obviously, but just this level of it is going to be the same shape as this. So, like, you'll see what I mean in a second if you don't already get what I mean. It's fairly easy to understand, I think. I don't know. It's just sometimes I don't make it entirely clear, and I think I have done, but maybe I'm wrong, as I so often am. But it's just following this basic shape that we've already set out here. So it's not the hardest thing in the world, and then obviously this is all going to be filled in. And I'm also just noticing now that the... First off, that I've done this wrong. Do I have any shears on me? I do have shears on me. First off, that I've done this wrong. Now I haven't. But second off, that because of the biome this is in, the leaves look really weird and really bad. And I'm not sure how I feel about that, to be completely honest with you. But I think it's all right. Like, you know, it's not going to be that big of a deal. The only issue is that it kind of travels between biomes a little bit, which might be a little bit of an issue, but I can't imagine anyone really picking up on it. Like, I know you will now because I've just told you about it. But if I hadn't told you about it, then I think it's the kind of thing that you wouldn't really pick up on. It's just the fact it looks a bit dull, you know, like, and this side looks kind of like spruce leaves, and then this side kind of looks like acacia leaves, and then you kind of got like a little bit in the middle where it doesn't look too bad. But it doesn't look too great, to be completely honest with you. But I didn't really take that into account. Maybe I should have done. Maybe I should have just looked at the grass around the area and gone, which one is the brightest and which one looks like it's dead. Which this it does, in all fairness. And speaking of darkness, I didn't actually say anything about darkness there, did I? But I'm trying to get better at doing segues, even though they're pretty awful in this video, let's be fair. We are going to need a way to light up this leafy canopy, because as much as it's made out of leaves, it's still pretty dark, in all fairness. It's darker than I expected it to be, I'm not going to lie. And for that, we're of course going to use everyone's favourite light source. Definitely not just my favourite light source, because I've made way too much of them and can't get rid of them. Lanterns, I think they look alright. I'm not the biggest fan. I think they work for this kind of build, but if you don't know, I can't remember what I was building now. Oh, it was the tent thing. What's the tent thing called? Oh, why can't I remember the name of that? I only built it a couple of videos ago, I think. I can't remember what that's called. I'm not gonna lie. What's it called? It's right next to the inky bucket, isn't it? You've got the inky bucket. You've got the campsite inn. I don't know. I'm sure I wouldn't have called it the campsite inn. Definitely not. Maybe I would. I don't know. Is that something that I would call it? Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm sure there'll be a sign on it, right? Like, I think I'll just go and check in between videos, to be honest. Actually, no, I'll go and check in a minute. So the first thing that we're going to do, though, is we're going to go like this. Like so. Then we're going to go and pick block some more leaves. And this is essentially just going one inwards. It's nothing fancy. It's nothing great. But it does the job it needs to. So we're actually going to just go along like this, and then we'll fill in the middle again. It's essentially the same pattern, just one block inwards, and then we're going to do, surprise, surprise, the same pattern again, but one block inwards. And I think I've actually built this wrong. I think the thing needs to be one block up, because this is supposed to meet up in the middle, and it's not going to do that. So... maybe, well, obviously, I say maybe, obviously it was a mistake on my part, but it was, like, I don't know, I can't be bothered to change it, to be honest. Like, I know I just went on a big thing at the start of the video talking about how I had exact specific shape in mind for it, but, like, I don't care. Like, I'd rather it be exactly right, and it might annoy me a little bit, but I'll forget about it. Like, I build these things, and that's it, you know? Like, I build them... I look at them sometimes and then I forget about building them. I forget the names of them. I forget what it's for. But hey ho, there you go. And yeah, I think this might be one block too tall. I'm going to try and make it work. Whether it will work is an entirely different question. But it should work completely fine, hopefully. And can I go like that? I can. And then fill this in. And does that look alright? I think it might be slightly too tall, you know. I think I had this issue in the last video, didn't I? That it was too high up to jump, too far away to jump down anywhere. Actually, I've got this thing going. So that will get me down to here. And then I can go and destroy this. And pick that one up. And then I can just take the normal way down. Because obviously, normally, I wouldn't be on the roof of the place. I would be in that place with the fox, who still hasn't got a name. I forgot, like, I still haven't released the video that I said to name the fox. So no one's named the fox yet. I think that looks alright. It is definitely shorter than it was meant to be. Only by 1 block, but 1 block definitely makes a difference. Where's the best place to look at this from? I guess from over here, maybe? Maybe even on top of there, if we can find a way to get to on top of there. Do I still have the Elytra on me that I found in that chest the other day? I do not. So that's no use to us, is it? But I wondered whether I could use the Elytra to go from the top of the clock tower to the top of there, so then we could see that. And that looks alright. I'm not going to lie. I quite like that. Oh, yeah, that's a good place to look at it from. Wizard Industries. We're going to go over to Wizard Industries and go and have a look at it there. Obviously, it's slightly lower, but it's taller than we are now. And you should still be able to see it fine. You'll be able to see it from my balcony, which is exciting. Because you're going to stop being able to do that soon. Like, obviously, you can't see that from my balcony. You'll be able to see this from my balcony. Obviously, you can't see anything behind them because these things are there. But eventually, I think you will be able to see a little bit more being built up around here. But eventually, you're just not going to be able to. There's going to be a set horizon from my balcony. And that makes me kind of sad. And I think today, instead of going around the place being a right numpty, we're going to go and take the paths the way they're intended to. And actually, we're going to take the path all the way around to where the tent is and see whether it has got a sign on it telling me what it's called. Because I shouldn't have forgotten what it's called. I built it. Like, I'm sure like more people watching this know it than I do. Obviously, there are more people watching this than there is just me. But you know what I mean. Like, you've all seen the video more recently than I have. I only saw it during editing as well. Like, obviously, I made the video, but it's been a while. Like, it hasn't been the closest thing in the world. But we're going to go over this lovely little bridge that I built over here past the rules box. That is, quite frankly, awful. But hey-ho, there we go. It is called rules box. That's fine. I do want to build another one of those, but I can't think of a clever name for it or a clever kind of gimmick. Now, hello, cat. I don't know where you came from. And just to check quick, this is where the fox is tied up, isn't it? Maybe it's not. Where's the fox gone? I thought the fox was tied up there. I might be wrong though. Well, obviously I am wrong. It's not tied up there anymore. But I'm sure the fox is tied up around here somewhere. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Like I'm sure I'll find it at some point. And the fox definitely isn't down there. That would make no sense. And where's the tent? Ah, here it is. It was right here. And this is just a little bit of a hint for something that we're building right next to it. But we're not going to be building that for a little while though, because like I said, I'm going to try and build in sections. So when I start building over this area, I'll build this. But I have got lots of little things planned just for the near future. And this place, what's it called? The Crazy Campfire. That I would not have gotten in a million years. Honestly, you could have given me 1,000 attempts and I would not have gotten that correct. Like, there is such a mean name because it's got the alliteration. That's about it. But it's got the at the beginning. Like, I don't know what this place is called. It looks quite nice though. Actually, have I been in here? Like, this is one of the buildings that Parallel Universe will build. And I don't know if I've been in here, to be completely honest with you. I don't think I have. What's this through here? Is this just like a basement thing? I think it is. It looks like there are a fair few paintings on the wall. Ooh, there's a little room down there. I guess it didn't quite get finished. It looks like a fridge down there, maybe. I don't know. That's the issue with Minecraft. If you don't know what they're supposed to be, they just all look like blocks. And why can't I get through here? Okay, apparently I can't get... There's an invisible block here for some reason. I don't know why. But that just looks like it's a back door to me. Okay. I don't know really what this building is all about. I do like this pub though. What's this one called? The Milky Brick. Okay. I don't know why it's called the Milky Brick, to be completely honest with you, but hey ho, there we go. And where was I going? Oh yeah, I'm going over to Wizard Industries to go and see the thing from the roof of Wizard Industries, the treehouse, where the fox that is now missing is going to live eventually. I was going to bring him up there at the end of the video, but I can't believe I've forgotten him. And look, you can see it from here. It actually looks alright from here. I'm not going to lie. I'm quite fond of that. I think that looks quite nice. I don't think it's going to be anything like spectacular, because obviously you got trees just all around the place. Oh, that would have been cool to have built the tree like this, and have his little house in there maybe, and then it would have tied it all together a little bit nicer. But like I said before, we are going to go and take the path the way it was intended. And it does just feel like I'm about to go and reset to start another video. I'm not going to lie. Maybe I should do that just halfway through the video. And Mr. Pando is still going strong over there. I regret in the Halloween special having to punch him a couple times. But it was for the film. Okay? He was fine with it. I told him about it. It wasn't even the real Mr. Pando. It was a copy of Mr. Pando. It was his stunt double from when I duplicated the world so I could burn down the pub. Like, it wasn't like a proper thing. And I still don't know what this column is. Like, this column wasn't built by me. I think it was something to do with Igor's plan. Like, if you remember that, like, kind of around episode 100-ish. But I can't remember really what it was. And I can't really remember why he did that, to be honest. But hey-ho, it still works. And what am I looking at? I'm looking at that. And yeah, I'm quite fond of that. I think that looks quite good. It's not the best thing I've ever built. It looks better next to the sheep. I think my main issue with it is maybe that the thing looks too thin. The middle looks too thin. The trunk, sorry, that's the name of it. But then you've got that little tree down there. I think it's all coming together. I do definitely want to build some more of those trees though, because I think they just look quite nice around the place. And they definitely just add something to the town. It's just I've got the issue that everywhere I've got things to build there, you know? And a tree is the least of my priorities. That sounds kind of mean, actually. I'm not saying that I don't value the trees. I'm saying that I don't value the trees in Minecraft. Anyway, before I just end up rambling even more, what I am going to do is I'm going to jump off here. There we go. And I'm going to end this video here. I hope you all enjoyed this video, speaking of it. And the next video will be online in the next 3 or 4 days or so. And the link will be in the description once it is. And I hope to see you all then. Goodbye.